What are your feelings and emotions as you see some familiar faces?
Yeah, it'll definitely be weird. Thankful for my time there. Obviously, winning a Stanley Cup, have some great memories, some great friends that I'll have forever. But yeah, it's just another game, and kind of looking forward to it.
When you know Tampa better than anybody, I know it's been a minute since you were there this season, but what have you remember from them? I'm sure their style is probably quite similar to when you were there.
Yeah, definitely. They have a lot of high-end skill. Obviously, guys that can fill the back of the net. Vazzy's back, so they're going to get really good goaltending. They just play a well-structured game. They're well-coached. Got 4 lines top to bottom that can obviously produce, so it should be a good test for us.
We're approaching finishing up the first quarter of the season. How would you assess where this team's at right now?
Yeah, I think these last couple games we've definitely been playing well. I think we're kind of finally putting together a full 60 minutes, minus that I think the Nashville game there where we struggled at the end. But other than that, I think guys are kind of just buying in. We're kind of forming more of an identity from top to bottom, and defense has been playing well. Goalies have been great, so it's been a lot of fun.
There's a trend in this league where when you play a team you used to play on, you see guys having pretty strong games. I know you say it's just another game, but is there just a little bit of that extra mentality going into it, wanting to have a good performance against a former team?
Yeah, I think definitely. I think anytime you're playing against somebody that you used to be on, you obviously want to show what they're missing out on, I think is a good way to put it. But, obviously it's a business. Things happen for a reason. I'm obviously so happy to be, part of the Avalanche. So, I don't think there's many words, just that, obviously I was thankful for my time in Tampa, but, ran its course and now I'm here and it should be fun.
And things are going well for you, too. You're kind of on a roll right now, continuing to see the confidence growing. Is that how it's felt?
I think so, yeah. I think just line mates been forming great chemistry with OC and Woody. I think ever since OC kind of got put on that line, I think we've formed an identity of just playing fast, playing with pace, forechecking hard, and thankfully the goals have kind of been, coming in bunches lately. So hopefully they continue to come, but, honestly, right now we're kind of just focused on getting 2 points there.
What do you think championship teams have in common?
I think just, a lot of depth. I think, those years we were in Tampa, top to bottom, we, got guys that produced, bought in, blocking shots and kind of doing whatever it took to, win. And we saw that with, the year, Colorado beat them in the final, same thing, top to bottom. They were, complete team, and guys just bought into the system of, you got to win games like 2-1, good defense, and you're not going to blow teams out. So, yeah, I think that there's a lot of similarities between the two.
We could feel how difficult it was to repeat here last year. It was tough to be able to do so many years in a row. How did that happen?
Yeah, I think again, just guys bought in. Guys were hungry every year. I think we had that mindset of we weren't finished, we weren't satisfied, still hungry. So yeah, it was obviously fun. I think again, we all bought in from day one, and obviously there was highs and lows throughout the season, but I think we stayed pretty even keel, and just yeah, I think playoffs come, it's a different animal, so it's always fun, and guys were up to that challenge.
Is there anyone on the current Tampa team that you keep in touch with? Anyone you're still really close with?
Yeah, I think Darren Radish. He's over there. I'm really good friends with his brother as well. So was in his wedding this summer. So he's one of those guys that I talk to almost every day. So it should be a little different playing against him.
Just how impressive is it? How consistent Tampa's been at being down there?
Yeah, no, it's pretty par for the course. I think with that lineup over there, the way they're coached, the system, they have guys that they're going to compete for many years to come. So it should be a good test.
And that mentality, does that carry over when you join a team like this one, who's also at the top and trying to be as dominant as they are?
Yeah, I think it's the same thing. The lineup that we have, I think the same thing. Years to come, obviously going to compete. And then, it's just kind of filling in with guys like Brayden, guys like me and Woody, Drew, Tuna, coming in, filling roles to help those guys, continue to, want to win championships. So it should be a good test.
I'm sorry if you've been asked this, but do you have any insight on Vasilevskiy? It's a goal you definitely had a lot of experience with him against impacted to add maybe to help with the Avs, and what kind of finishing touches might be helpful? Yeah,
I think, he's just a goalie that he's obviously, big guy. He loves to compete. His work ethic is, next level. So for us, I think it's kind of probably just getting bodies in front of him so he's not seeing shots too well, especially if we're trying to go low to high, get shots from the point. If he's seeing them easily, obviously, they're not going to fall in. So for us, just get traffic in front, kind of cause some chaos. And
Awesome, thank you.
Sweet, thanks.
Thank you.
We are in a obviously Joey's a big guy. He's gonna face off, good down low. And Tuna guy that does everything. So yeah, it's been working, like you said, and it's just about building. We're playing a very good team tonight, so we need another good game from our line.
You personally, does it feel like you have a lot more confidence in this system compared to the start of the season with games played and finding some of that chemistry?
Yeah, it's just instincts now. No thinking anymore of where am I supposed to be, what am I doing. Just using my legs. I think we're a team. I looked at OC a lot, the way he plays away from the puck. I think I have that kind of same speed. Or I want to play like that a little bit when I don't have it. I want to reload, and he gets a lot of chances like that. So,
What have you thought about your role on the power play as well? It seems like you and Ryan both get some work with that top group, but for you, what's been working?
Yeah. I just try to be in the right spots at the right time. Obviously, Nate, Kale, and Mikko have done that for a while now here. They know what they're good at, and they know what they like. And I try to be in the right spot for them and support them when there's a battle. And and obviously Val's dipping every puck he's getting shot at right now. So it's a good unit. It's just about making sure we stay on the same page and we talk about it. If we have not a great power play, it's not about going on one side. So we want to talk about it on the bench and figure something out.
I thought it was pretty brave of Sam Girard to be open about his issues with anxiety. You're a guy who's been through similar things. Just your reaction to that and your support of a teammate who's going through it.
Obviously it's sad that he has to leave the team, but I'm happy for him that he's getting help with the help he needs. Sometimes that stuff gets pushed aside a little bit, the way we live our lives a little bit, and I didn't know he's carrying that for a bit. It's always sad to see when someone leaves on the team and you really didn't have it. I just got here, but I didn't really know something was going on, so he was hiding it very well. If it's an issue, and we're supporting him, and excited to see him back when he does feel better.
Does that spark a conversation in the dressing room at all among guys, just about being open about how they're feeling and to seek help?
I think it's open now. It's different than when I came into the league a little bit, where you were kind of nervous or didn't really know who to go to talk to. I think guys now are pretty open, and you should feel open to talk about anything that's bothering you. You have issues outside of hockey, and obviously, like I said, it's sad that he has to go, but for him to come out and say that he needs help, I think it takes a lot of guts. We're going to support him everywhere. Thanks.
I've asked you about how consistency has brought you success on the line that you're on, but I'm also wondering if the role is a better stylistic fit for you as a player.
Let's definitely get a little bit more ice time than I did. Obviously, like you getting hurt it sucks, but it opens the doors to other players to step up and bring their game up. And I feel like I'm more comfortable in the systems.
And looking at a game like tonight in the pre-scout, do you guys get input from UC Parkla on the goaltender on what kinds of things to be looking for, especially against a really good goaltender?
We have sheets and we have all those stats now. Obviously, analytics to give you where the goals go in, or the majority of the goals go on. Personally, I don't like looking at that stuff that much because it almost gets into your head and that's all you think about. And I like going in the goalie and seeing what I see. But we have a bunch of stuff now, especially a goalie like Vasilevskiy. He's been so good in the league for so long. He's a big boy, and you got to get traffic. That's the most important thing with him, get traffic. So we'll take it.
And this will be the last one, but what are the keys to tonight's game? Obviously, a good Tampa team gets Vasilevskiy back is a huge boost.
I think the biggest thing for them, obviously they're skilled guys, if you give them room. They don't need that much room, they just need a little bit of space and they're going to make plays and make it look bad. So I think taking the room away and making sure we're tight on them and playing hard. And the other thing for us defensively, as I said, is traffic at the net and shots from the point and try to get havoc a little bit down there.
I said that was the last one. This will be the real last one. A lot of play on special teams has been kind of disruptive to the flow of the game these last couple of years. Is there an emphasis on discipline and just staying out of the box?
I think so. I think we're up there with the most penalized team in the league. Can't be that far away. So, especially our game 5-on-5. You look at last game 5-on-5, they weren't creating much, and every time we kind of give them a power play, they get momentum. Their top players still with puck. They want the puck. And, I think we got to come down a little bit on that, and we'll be very good team 5-on-5. So,
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
No problem.
One of the things is you got to win on the road, and Carolina was a great start for us. This is a big trip, to have to play them in Colorado and then back-to-back up and coming Arizona team. So good to get those first two, but we've got to still keep munching points here on the road.
Is the game against Avalanche still a measuring stick type of game?
Well, you look in the Western Conference, if you were going to circle 3 teams that have a legitimate shot to win the Stanley Cup, they're one of them. So, there's a little history with us too. It's a recent final we've been together, and one of our former players is now there. So those are always fun games. But I love these games when there's 2 deep teams and both teams have superstars. Those are fun games to have a up close seat to.
You alluded to Ross Colton. Just what did he mean to your group, and how do you kind of, from what you've seen in Colorado?
Well, and he'll always go down in Tampa lore, and he got the big goal to win, clinch the Stanley Cup for us. And these are always tough for me because we've lost so many players over the years, and it feels like there's a tribute video every week for a player that's coming in, and it'll be the same for Ross. He was a really popular teammate, one of those guys that came up through the ranks with us and developed, and it's great to see him having success. He deserves it. It's just because of this business, it couldn't be with us, but I'm glad that he's landed in a great spot in a great organization under an awesome coach, so it's a really good spot for him.
Do you foresee kind of managing Vasilevskiy's workload here?
Oh yeah. It's not like Vasi's not playing 62 in a row. He'll play tonight, and JJ will play tomorrow, and then Vasi will get in for a couple more. So, yeah, we're not. This isn't going to be a situation where we're going to overload Vasi. The end game is to make the playoffs, and we'll play the goalies accordingly. But JJ's more than proven himself to be able to play, so it's. It'll be good for us. Thanks. Yeah, you're welcome.
Thanks, Jon.
Obviously, each one's a little bit different. We had the game yesterday. Just going to show them kind of our lifestyle, how we travel, how we spend some time. It's always fun. Some dads have experience playing sports and playing hockey, but I guess it's a whole new level. Just the way we're treated, especially here. It's just a fun trip overall. Fun to spend time with them. Obviously, it's a long year. You don't get to spend as much time with your family and your parents as you'd like. So it's a great opportunity for us to spend a couple days in close quarters and really get to see how we go about our days.
Talk to me about that football game. It was pretty cool being on the field.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's fun. It's a good atmosphere. It's a good opportunity for everyone to get together and see, kind of how another league does it. Really, it's great for Coop to have Sean Payton in as well and get us down there and really into the action. Obviously, it's a different league, so it's a different style of athletes, but just to see them firsthand, especially in warm-ups that close, is something really cool. My dad played football, Division III Michigan, so it's a different experience and a different level for him, especially this many years later. But it's just fun spending time, getting to know obviously the guys, but also where they've come from and their parents and their dads as well. So just a good opportunity all around to get to know each other on a deeper level, and I think it goes a long way for a team, especially when you get in the middle of the season.
To hockey, your focus is on the Colorado Avalanche tonight. They're rolling 6 wins out of 7 games, top of their division. I mean, what challenges come to face this team?
Yeah, a lot of speed, a lot of skill. It's always a team that's going to bring it every night, especially in this building. It just really comes down to about us. I mean, we do our skill and scouting reports, we know what to expect, but I think for this group, a lot of the focus is on ourselves and how we want to play. I think when we get to our game, we're really confident, no matter who we play on any given night. But, the style of game we want to play, it's going to be a lot of skill, a lot of speed, and we got to be able to match that and then make sure our focus is on our work ethic as well.
You scored 8 goals against Carolina, but I think the bigger emphasis was you guys limiting their chances. How do you do that again tonight?
Just similar mindset. We got a little different system with this group in Carolina, but for us, it's working from the inside out, limiting grade A opportunities, obviously limit our turnovers and their rush chances, and make sure they have to come to their feet there in anything they get.
Thanks, Mom.
I wanted to talk about seeing former teammate Ross Colton tonight. You mentioned you guys were buddies. I was just curious what your relationship was like. Do you stay in touch with him and how he's been doing?
Yeah, we talk pretty much every day still. I'm actually going to ask him to be at my wedding party either tonight or when they come to Tampa. So, we're still close, and I know he's really close to my brother. So we've formed a good relationship the last couple of years, and it's been awesome.
And did you get to see him at all yesterday?
No, he said he was feeling a little too sick, and we have dads here, so he had to do some stuff with their dads. So I'm sure I'll see him tonight after the game, and then when they come to Tampa, 40-minute meeting.
Did you have a Broncos game with your dad?
Yeah, it was. It was a little colder than I thought it was going to be, but it was my second football game, so it was good to go there and just experience it being in the stadium and seeing a different side of football. So.
Have you seen Colton grow as a player? He obviously came up through the league with Tampa and has a really great role in Colorado now.
Yeah, he's become an everyday NHL player, and he's earned what he's got. He's worked his way up. He's a feisty guy, and he can score goals, and I think that's what you want in your team. So Colorado saw that, and I'm happy for him, and happy for what he's done.
What might make him difficult to play opposite of defending against?
I'm not too sure. Probably just that familiarity with each other, and just the way he plays. He's feisty, like I said, and he's not afraid to get in the corner. So.
And looking at the overall matchup for tonight, what are some keys to the game to shutting down a good Avs team?
Yeah, I think we just got to manage their speed. They play really fast. A lot of guys that play at that top speed. So I think if we can manage that, we'll be in good shape.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Game yesterday?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
we did. That was a whole lot of fun.
Yeah.
Got cold once that sun went down.
Yeah. It does that out here.
Yeah, no kidding.
It was a good game too.
Yeah, it was exciting. Really exciting.
This is kind of random. I've been asking players around the league this, but do you have a favorite piece of game-used equipment that you own? Either some people say like their first goal puck, or like a stick that an opponent gave them, or something after a game. Does anything come to mind for you?
I have. I've hung on to my stick we won the first cup with.
Okay.
So that's like a personal piece. That's probably one of my favorite. I got signed. It's not equipment, but I got signed the Marcus Nadelin picture.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's my favorite player growing up.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah.
But and I got signed Marty St. Louis stick.
Oh, sweet.
So yeah, it's one of his. So it's,
that's awesome.
So that's really cool too.
Is the stick from your cup? Do you have it like framed or something, or
no? It's just in Emily.
Okay.
It just sits in my stall.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Never use it though.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Just talking to Jon Cooper, he said he still feels like there's a way for this team to go. I'm just curious how you're feeling about where you guys are at this point in the season.
Yeah, I think I would agree with that. We've done some good things. We're starting to kind of build an identity a bit, but I think there's still lots of room for us to improve, especially defensively. That's something that we're working at all the time. We have stretches where we play great in the D zone, and then we have some stretches where we're not so good. So just trying to find that consistency and I guess just kind of define a bit of more of an identity in that D zone.
Do you feel like, early season, you have a little time to figure that out? You guys obviously know how to play down the stretch when it matters to get into the playoffs.
I think so. I think if you look at our season so far, I think we've done a pretty good job. But like Coop said, there's tons of room to improve. So where we're at right now is not so bad for 20 games in. But I think the biggest thing is just focusing on how to prevent goals and prevent chances, because we give up a lot, and our goal is to bail us out a lot early. So just trying to make their jobs easier.
Obviously, the Avalanche is a pretty potent team. You guys have history with them. Cooper called this road trip a pretty big road trip in terms of the teams you're facing. But is it easy to get excited for a game like this?
For sure. I mean, they're playing some of the best players in the league, and they play extremely well here. It's a really fun building to be in. The crowd's great too. So, these ones are easy to get up for. You have to be good, or else they'll take advantage of you pretty good. So, I would say this is an exciting one for everyone.
A good road win over Carolina. How do you use that as a springboard for another road game again tonight?
Yeah, I think again, going back to defensive zone, I think we did a much better job on our side of the puck, and that leads to offense. But I think if anything, we can take the confidence of how we played defensively into this one.
When you talk about goaltending, I know at the start of the year not having Vasilevskiy wasn't ideal. How did you rally around Jonas Johansson?
Yeah, Jonas played great for us. He had some nights where 50 shots, and he's kicking them out. And I think he bailed us out of a lot of games and kept us in a lot that maybe we shouldn't have been in. So I think it was easy to rally around him with how good he was playing.
Did not having the security of knowing what Vasilevskiy is and that kind of force you guys to look inwards when you're talking about finding identity? Did that sort of force you guys to look inwards even more so?
The league it's become so structured and so defensive, and teams are so good offensively that that you know if you do lapse that you know you're going to give up goals. So I think just the pressure of that, not necessarily bad to not be in there, but just the pressure of, you know, if you're sloppy, they're going to take advantage of you. I think that's really what forced us. And you know, Joe played phenomenal for us.
Thank you.
Yeah.